What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, August 28th, and I am coming back to you again with another Flosstube. I'm going to try today to keep this brief and as concise as possible and try not to talk too much like I tend to do. I have some things that I can show you. I also have little skosh of haul and happy mail. Obviously I have my monthly subscriptions for So Much to Love and the 3 Hour Threads floss of the month to show you, as well as my Just Cross Stitch came in, and I've also I also got something from Listia, just like a little small piece of fabric from Listia. As far as projects go, I do have cross stitch to show you, and I do have a diamond painting finish that I can show you, as well as a diamond painting new start. And also at the end, I want to kind of talk about what's going on in my head with my cross stitching plans and going forward. So I'm just going to get right into it because I don't have a lot of time to waste. Let me turn this TV off because I have a feeling that it's going to be a glare if I don't. Okay. So I apologize if it's going to be dark. I'm just going to scooch over just a little bit. Am I hiding dirty hair? You bet your sweet bum bum I am. But I do plan on leaving out with Abby as soon as she wakes up from her nap, and heading over to my mom's house briefly just to check on her and pick her up a few groceries and whatnot. Or maybe we'll hit up the dollar store that's like right next to the grocery store. Going out with my mom is super exhausting right now because I'm constantly having to keep up with her where she's at all times, just to make sure she doesn't get lost in the dollar store. So let me get into it. Sorry about that. It is early in the morning, and I haven't done much talking today so far. So I pretty much have the same projects to show you that you saw last time. So we'll just start with that. I take that back. I've actually had a new start since the last you saw me. I'm gonna wait and show that last. Don't ask me why, but I am. So the first thing I'm going to show you is going to be One Nation. And somebody was showing this on their, I was watching somebody's Flosstube, and they were saying that they used to be a fan of the vinyl front project bags, and she showed the reason why. Because vinyl will stick to your project, to paper, if it gets warm enough. So that's kind of what has happened with my One Nation, the bag that I have One Nation in. So let me show you that. I have to take it out to show you because the vinyl got a little dirty. So this is One Nation by ByGone Stitches. A lot of people were working on this in the month of July. I am continuing to work on it. I don't know. I may continue to work on it. And the reason I say that is because it involves my plans. Let's just put it that way. I haven't worked on this a lot since you last saw me. Since you last saw me. I can't pinpoint exactly where my progress was, but here is where it's at now. I literally just only worked on this for a few minutes, maybe an hour or two, and the whole time since I've been gone. And I think, don't hold me to it, I think I was down here already, and I had started this little half motif right here, And when I went to pick it up again and stitch the rest of it, I noticed that I had placed I had tied it off already before putting it down the previous time. So when I went and started stitching on it again, I noticed that I had kind of gone out the wrong way on this little piece right here. So I had to undo a few stitches there, and then I was able to start back up, finish this, and then start on that diagonal right there. That's literally all I've done since the last you saw it. As far as plans go, I don't know if I'm going to keep this out or not. I might, just because I do want to still work on it in September, for the anniversary of September 11th. And I would love to get my goal finished by then of completing all of these blue gridding here. So we're gonna see. But also in my mind, I'm thinking that I might just want to call this goal done. I mean, I've gotten a good bit done on it. I literally finished this whole side right here, and then I've done all of this in the middle here. So I would say that's pretty decent progress considering where it was at before. But again, I'm still going back and forth on my whip goal for this, of completing all of that blue gridding. So we'll see. I'm going to leave it out for right now. And maybe I will go back to it at a later time. So the next thing I can show you is one that I am definitely probably going to go ahead and put away. But I'm having it up on the Q-snap, but I'm going to leave it up on the Q-snap right now. And that is the Vierlande sampler, the 1816 Vierlande sampler. And this was in the Antique Sampler and Antique Needlework Quarterly, summer 2015. I don't think this magazine is in print any longer, but if you have a subscription to Just Cross Stitch, you should be able to have access to it digitally, and that's where I got it from. So I'm still up here on this motif right here, just right there. These are really big motifs, guys, and you're about to see how big they are. This sampler, just the picture of it, it doesn't look that big, but I promise y'all this takes like a whole fat half. So it's a big sampler. I think I've gotten a good bit done on it from what I can remember. Keep in mind, it's when I remember. It's been a minute since I picked this up. But this is where it's at now. This is, I'm trying to remember exactly where I was at last you saw it. I think I had this side done, I think. And then I had started over here on this side, on these outer leaves, outer blooms. So that's where it's at now. I'm almost done with these blooms over here on this side. I just have like the mirrored version, like how that comes around like that. I just have that left to do. And then there's a couple of something under here. Yeah, there's like an animal, and I'm trying to think what that animal is. It's like a deer or something, an elk. There's two here. Yeah, there's like two on either sides, like right here. If I continue to work on this, I would do those next, and then move down to the vase, the urn that it's potted in. But that's a big urn. There's just as much work in that urn as there is in all this. So this is one of those projects that when I can get into it, I'm fine. But I just look at it and I'm like, I really, like, it just doesn't call to me. But once I start working on it, I'm okay. I can keep stitching on it for hours. But that's how far I've gotten on it so far. This is on where is my thing? And I swear I just had this. Oaken. This is on a 40 count Picture This Plus Oaken. With a Silks for You silk. Or it might be Mosil. One of those. Either way, they don't... All of their silks are released as a one-time release. And then that's it. And they're numbered. So you don't really... There's no way to, like, completely... Like, if you were to say, oh, I love that color silk, there's really no way for you to get it exactly the same. But, I mean, it's really pretty blue. So I'm thinking I might put this away. I still have, my goal for Whip Go on this was originally 20 hours. And then I took a hard look at my stitching time and decided I'm going to cut that in half to a goal of 10 hours. I am currently at about 6 hours on it, so I'm 2/3 of the way there. But do I want to keep working on it right now? I don't know. And it kind of, all this just kind of goes into, it all works into the same reasoning of whether or not I want to keep working on something. And I will go into that later. So, but that is my progress on the Vierlande sampler from Antique Sampler and Needlework, something. I always forget the name of that magazine, y'all. So, that's my progress on that. So I haven't worked on anything else other than my new start as far as cross stitching goes. And I am going to, just for y'all, I'm going to take this halfway off of the Q-snap because I have completed the left side of it and am now working on the right side of it. So when I was at StitchCon this year, back in June, there was a pattern that was in the annex that I just had to get. And I wasn't going to be able to get it until I was so generously had a $25 gift card in my Smalls exchange bag from, God, I can't remember her name. And that bothers me. I'll have to put it on screen. But when I got that gift card, I knew one of the things that I was going to go back and get at the annex was this pattern. And it is called Probably Haunted. And it is by Jordan Nicole of Little Stitch Girl. And it says, if one door closes and another door opens, your house is probably haunted. And I did show this when I got back from StitchCon. And I talked about how perfect it was because I love paranormal stuff. I'm all about the ghost shows, even like cryptids and stuff like that. Now, if you start getting in, I do believe that there are aliens, but like Bigfoots are kind of iffy with me. I love all things paranormal. So, I actually started, I started it. So, obviously I have completed all of that side, and then I moved over and started on this side. And it's mostly the house and the rest of the grass down here. Now, these tombstones only go out to about here, but this grass does go all the way across. So, I only have a few more tombstones, and then there's like zombie arms reaching up. You can't really see them because of the green that it's in. So there's a zombie arm there, and a zombie arm in that tombstone there. But yeah, super cute. I'm having so much fun stitching on this. And I'm trying to get the lighting right here for y'all. But this is stitched on a 32 count Hera, H-E-R-A, Hera, from Under the Sea Fabrics. So really fun and cute. Obviously, I'm currently working on that house right now. I only have a couple more rows to go on this roof right here, and then I'll have some gray there, and then there's the big moon and the ghost over here. So not much left to do, I mean, considering how much I've already done. But I'm just having so much fun working on this, guys, and I can't stop. I do find myself picking this up whenever I get stitching time. So let me get it folded back in here real quick. But I do want to keep stitching on this until it's done, considering how close I am to finishing it. I briefly thought about, once I had gotten that left half done, I briefly thought about, oh, I could go ahead and put it down, you know, and pick it up later. No, I want to go ahead and finish it, because I don't need another project hanging over my head. So, yeah. Hera from Under the Sea Fabrics. This may have been like a fabric of the month, like years ago. I don't remember, though. I think it was. But, yeah, that's where it's at now. And I'm just using this in DMC. There is called for Classic Colorworks and some Gast and 1 Week's Dye Works, but I'm just stitching it in the DMC alternatives. So yeah, that's everything that I've stitched on. I have been doing a lot of diamond painting off and on, especially at night, like after Abby goes to bed. And I did finish my diamond painting that started out as a mystery. And once I got about halfway through it, it was no longer a mystery, because I was able to figure out what it was. And I actually found the picture that this was, like the actual artwork picture that it was. So this is my finished diamond painting. And it looks a lot darker on camera than it is in real life, because if you look at it straight on in real life, it looks kind of faded. But his Stitch and his little buddy Scrump, and I had to look up what that doll's name was because I didn't know. So finished that. This was a 30 by 40 that I got from TEMU, and like I said, originally it was a mystery, and I'm happy with the picture that it turned out to be. But would I do another mystery diamond painting? Probably not, because of the uncertainty. Because when I first started it, and I saw the pink and then the blue, I'm like, and I could see the outline of these big eyes right here. So I'm like, is that Stitch or is it a Pokemon? And I was really hoping that it wasn't a Pokemon, and I'm glad it turned out to be Stitch. So he's super cute. The diamonds on him are super sparkly. Like, you can see that sparkle. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, the quality of the diamonds on this. If you remember the gnomes that I showed you back a couple months ago, those drills were top notch. Those were like a 9.5 out of 10. They were great. The whole kit was great. Like I said, 9.5 out of 10. The quality of these drills, it's still pretty good, but not as good as they were on the gnomes. So the quality on these, I would put at about, because they're not quite as shiny as the gnome one, but I would still give this about an 8 as far as quality goes. So really happy with it. Like I said, I got it from TEMU. A lot of people are unsure about TEMU, but they do have some really nice diamond paintings. And I have a new start on my next one, and it also came from TEMU. So let me show you that. I will be putting that into my newest like portfolio. So this one I don't have much of a start on. I literally just worked on it last night. I started it, I finished Stitch Up yesterday morning, and kitted this up last night, put everything into the box. See, it has 39 colors. Put everything into the box, and I started it. And most of the time when I'm doing diamond paintings, like out here on the couch, which is how I'm having to do my diamond painting these days, it's usually round drills. But this time I decided, you know what, I got this one from TEMU, and I said, I'm going to do a square drill out here. And this one is actually a little bit bigger than I would normally do out here, but I'm going to try it. And also, another thing that's different is normally I start at the bottom of the diamond painting, but I figured this one I would try to start at the top, so that it doesn't get crumpled down as I'm, because if I start at the bottom and I move up, the bottom of it ends up getting crumpled and bent, you know, sitting right here at my waist. So this time I thought I would start at the top. So that way I could work my way down, and it folds over like that. But anyway, so this is, that is what she looks like. It's a beautiful lady with roses. I just call her Rose Lady. This is a 45 by 55 square drill diamond painting with ABs, and there are 4 different colors of ABs. There's only 2 here. There's this is a AB 5200, and I think there's another one that I can't remember. Oh, I have something funny I want to tell you about the stitch when I get done showing you this, but really pretty. Let me take the plastic off so you can see. I do want to, when I get a minute, to go through and actually section this off to hopefully make it easier to work on. And I do want to, I didn't use my light pad with this, but I feel like I want to start using my light pad when I'm working on this one, because when I was working on Stitch and up until now I haven't really needed my light pad, but I think I want to use my light pad under this. So, but she is big and beautiful, and you're not going to be able to make her out right now because of the way the way the patterning is. But that's just my little start on it. You can see the ABs in there, so really pretty. And there's a few diamonds that weren't placed right here, and that's because I thought that I was missing that color, and I found it. I had set it on my little table right here, and there was like stuff on top of it, but when I was clearing it off afterward, I found that color. So it has been added to the box, and it will be ready to go next time I pull this out. So she is going to be super pretty. This will probably take me months to do. But one thing funny thing I wanted to mention about Stitch, hold on. So I still have the box for Stitch, and I haven't taken these beads out yet. And I probably will, probably tonight or tomorrow. But this was 28 colors. It was all 28 compartments in here. So this last color right here, number 28, is B5200. They sent me this whole amount right here. You see all of that for one one drill. And I kept looking. I saw the number down there, and it was an actual symbol instead of a number or a letter like the rest of them were. So I kept looking for it. I'm like, maybe they just sent it by mistake, because I kept looking through the pattern and I couldn't find that symbol. It was like a diamond looking symbol. So upon completing working on this last strip up here at the top, like where above his head is, I found that one instance of that diamond of that color. And I'm like, really? I couldn't believe it. I'm like, one. You see it, how it's lighter than the rest of them around it? Like, really? I had to laugh, because this whole time I've been looking for that symbol throughout this whole pattern, this whole picture, and never found it. And I was just thinking maybe they sent it to me by mistake or something. But no, it was for one drill. So I have 199 left, or probably 199 left of that B5200 drill. So that was just funny to me. So that's the diamond painting that I've been working on. So I have a little bit of stitchy acquisitions to show you. I did mention that I got my October just cross stitch, and I do like that picture on the front. I keep telling myself that I'm going to let my subscription go, but I just can't do it. I will give you a quick flip through of this. You've already seen that front pattern, so yeah. Don't need to see it again. Then we have the colors of fall. One thing I can say about fall is I don't like the cold weather, but I like the colors of fall. Then we have golden pumpkins. Trying to make this quick. We have maple and oak, it's a bookmark, like a page corner bookmark. Cabin view. Sorry. Sorry, I just got distracted by these pumpkins from Colonial Needle. It's an advertisement for a Colonial Needle. I just love those pumpkins. Anywho, moving on. Easily distracted, right? So, cozy little cottage. The mice, super cute. Not really my style, but super cute. Bear walk. And I feel like this is similar to something else that I've seen. I think I know what it is, and I'm gonna have to go check it out later. So and then we have some ornaments called official ornaments. I do kind of like that one. That one's cute, and I love that one. That one's really pretty. So starry moth. Something about this just calls to me. I love moths. I'm more of a moth person than a butterfly person, so I thought that was really pretty. Mother Nature Halloween. There's like a whole series of these that they've been doing. Haunted Happenings. A Witch's Welcome. That is kind of cute. And then we have some more ornament kind of designs. A cauldron of ornaments. Super cute little witch there. And I think there might be one more in here. There's a couple of things in here for like cards. Cards for sharing. Cards for sharing. It says sharing your stitching talent. And there's a whole article in here. So I'm going to try to show you these without showing you the pattern that's directly underneath each one. So, really pretty. And this next, so I don't know if I can do this right like that. Those are pretty. I really like that bird one right there. It's really pretty. And then we have the last part, it looks like, of the, or maybe there's one more part after this. Because it looks like there's, I think there's supposed to be 6 parts, but this is part 5. I don't know. But this is part 5 of their Christmas stitch. And it's this down here, I think. Let me see. No, it's the elves in the workshop. So this is part 5. My bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this will be the last part down here in the next issue. So this is what you get with this part. But this is the whole design right here. So yeah, I think that's it. Yes, that is all. So that is the October 2023 issue of Just Cross Stitch. Looks like that. Then I got my 3L Threads flosses for August. I think it's August, yeah. She shipped these a little differently than she normally does. Normally she has them in a little baggie, zip top baggie, inside the shipping bag. But this time she didn't. They weren't in a baggie, and then they were all stapled together. And there's also something else that's a little strange, in that I got not 1, but 2 skeins of amethyst, which is strange. Normally you only get 1 of each. So I got 2 skeins of amethyst. Maybe everybody else did too. Maybe she had some extra or something. Then we have angel hair. Already have some of that. Actually, I already have amethyst too, but apple pucker. I was about to say apple puck. Apple pucker. Aqua. I kind of think I have some of this too, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to keep an eye on Abby, because she should be waking up from her nap anytime. So then we have baby's breath. So in case you're wondering, this does look very similar to angel hair. There is similarities. Baby's breath is a little bit darker, I think. So there is some similarities. It does look almost identical, but again, the baby's breath is just a tiny bit darker. If it was in a pattern, a design, you really wouldn't notice a difference. It really wouldn't matter which one you used. So then we have azaleas. Really pretty. Autumn leaves. Aztec red, which is in sampler, like a good bit of samplers that I've seen. Aztec red. And then finally, Americana. So, and I think, honestly, I think this is what I'm using on this one. One Nation. No, that's, never mind. That's Blacksmith Blue. I'm losing it. there was something that I was using Americana for at some point. But that is the threads of the month. So I don't know what's going on with that. I did kind of hop over to the Facebook page and the Instagram page, but I didn't see any mention of why she was changing things up this month. But I did notice she said earlier that she has been without power for the last couple of days, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But I did get these like earlier or later last week, so I don't know. Go figure. And then the last expected Happy Mail is my bag of the month from So Much to Love. Really pretty with the sunflowers, and that's the back of the bag. So sunflowers, and then the interior is a beautiful, like that. And then the candy for the month, her little goodies that she always puts in there. First off, we start with the exclusive design, which is Sunflower Basket from Twin Peak Primitives. And then she's included a highlighter guide for when you're following a paper pattern, which I may have to make use of this working on one of the designs I'm currently working on. Sorry, I'm just going to dump everything out. And then she does usually include 3 skeins of DMC floss that coordinate with the bag. And today we have 869, 906, and 444. Really pretty. There's always a bag of Stash tea in here, and this month we have lemon ginger. And then finally, the candy that she sent this month was lemon heads. Not my thing, so maybe I can take these to work and somebody will scoop them up. I don't know. Somebody will take them. So, I'm just not big on like hard candies. Mostly because it's hard for me to eat anyway. So I'm just going to throw this back in here. Throw this back in here. Okay. So the last thing I can show you is just something that I got from Listia. If you're new to my channel, occasionally I will find something on a website called Listia. There's an app also. And it works very much like eBay, except you're bidding and buying and selling with credits. So I don't usually list a lot of things on there for up for grabs, but I do, you know, occasionally look through like the cross-stitching stuff and maybe kids' clothes or something, just every once in a while. And I picked up Jenny Thompson Linen Plus. And this is a 28 count natural color, and I guess Linen Plus is a cotton linen blend. So pick that up, and I've already taken it out, that's why it's empty. So just a really nice piece of fabric. I think this will work well for something kind of prim or some ornaments or something. So it does have that kind of oatmeal-y kind of look to it. So pick that up. It is soft. It's soft, but it still has a sturdiness to it, which is good. So, and y'all, I had my bid up to I think 5,000 credits, and I wasn't really going to go any more than that because I was looking on eBay and seeing how much the same thing would go for on eBay. So I'm like, I would pay about the same whether I got it on Listia or eBay. And so I upped my bid by, I think, up to like 7,000 credits or something. And it literally only made one more bid after that, and so it was like 5,020 credits or something like that. So I got it for about $4 or $5, give or take, so not too bad. So pick that up. I have a couple of things that I want to talk to you guys about, but I need to put you on hold real quick because I gotta go do something real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just wanted to real quickly talk to you a little bit about what's going on in my head as far as plans and the direction of my stitching is going to be going. And I want to make this quick because in that time that I've been gone, I think Abby's starting to wake up from her nap. But what I was alluding to earlier with saying that I was going to go ahead and put away the Vierlande sampler, possibly One Nation, I'm still thinking on that one, is because I think I have decided to officially bow out of WhipGo. And the reason being is there are other things that I want to be stitching on that I didn't include in my WhipGo board, and I know that I can change it. But for me, once you get past halfway in the year, those plans are set, you know. So I did enough already with adjusting my goal for Vierlande sampler. But it's not that, it's not that I just don't want to complete my goals. It's not that I'm not happy with what's on my WhipGo board. Yeah, she's up now. But I want to work on other things. I'm just kind of in this mindset where I'm mentally done with WhipGo. I really can't keep trying to keep up with it. And I think going forward, at least for the rest of the year, I'm just going to pull out where my heart leads me, because it's kind of affecting in my heart, my urge to stitch. So I think that if I can stitch on things that I'm more pulled to work on, then maybe that will help my stitchy bug. I'm already not getting much chance to stitch as it is. Between my other channel, yeah, I do have a second channel which I spend a lot of time on as far as doing TEMU hauls and whatnot. I spend a lot of time on that, work, and just, I still have to make dinners, and I don't get a lot of time around here. So I feel like it's better for me, for at least for the remainder of the year, to just stitch on whatever my heart pulls me to stitch on, and to just let those WhipGo goals die. So, but that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say about all that. I can take my glasses off. But yeah, I think the next time you see me back with an update, there's going to be completely different whips going on. Hopefully there will be more progress on things, because I'm actually going to be drawn and get the urge to stitch again. So that is my hope. So there's something else that I was mentioning too. Oh yeah. I don't know when it's going to happen. I know that a lot of people have done like the mid-year whip parades, and I did say in my last video that you weren't going to get a mid-year whip parade out of me, but I may end up doing a fall whip parade, hopefully in September, because I've just been doing a lot of thinking about my current whips that I have back there in my tote bins. And there's some that I can already think of that I want to get rid of, and I need to clear my head of that thinking. I need to clear my head of the clutter, the physical and mental clutter. So I just want to let you know that that's something to be looking forward to in September. I am gonna participate in Sampler September. I may pull out and work on a different sampler each week. Most likely is going to be ones that haven't gotten a lot of progress on them this year or since they've been started at all. I'm thinking the pandemic sampler. I'm thinking Smith sampler. That one that I got from Sassy Jacks that I can't remember what the name of it is right now. But yes, I'm going to put my hat in to try to participate in Sampler September. So that's all I got for y'all right now. And also, I have a TEMU haul that is all cross-stitch stuff that I need to get to at some point. I don't know if it's going to be this week. I don't know if it's going to be... It will definitely be sometime in September as well. I don't know when it's going to be, though, but I'm trying to get to it as soon as I can, guys. So that's something that y'all can look forward to if you want. And speaking of TEMU, I got this shirt from TEMU. It says, I like cats and coffee and maybe 3 people. So, I did get this from TEMU. It is 100% polyester. A lot of your shirts from TEMU are polyester. But this one is like really soft. Only thing is you got this vinyl iron on right here. But these usually wash up pretty well in the wash. And then the hat came from TEMU. I will post links to this and the hat down in the description box if you're interested. As long as they're not sold out. If they're out of stock right now, I'll maybe put in the item number or something, or try to go back to it. But I will post links to these 2 things down below. And if you've never ordered from TEMU, I can also put in my affiliate link and my discount code. I'll throw that up here right quick. But for anybody who's never ordered from TEMU, they do have diamond painting stuff. They have a little bit of cross-stitch stuff, not a lot of cross-stitch kits. But you can find like frames and thread and needles. I actually found some needles on there the other day. But then like other stuff, there's a ton of stuff that you can find on TEMU. Give them a try, but I would suggest to check out with PayPal to try to keep your personal information safe. If you don't have a PayPal account, you can still check out through PayPal as a guest. So keep that in mind. But I don't want this to be an advertisement for TEMU. So just letting you know that if you decide to check out TEMU, my affiliate link will be down in the description box, as well as my discount code. If you use either of those things, new users, if you download the app and then create an account, and your first order, you can get 50% off your first order, but only your first order. And you will also get a $100 coupon bundle afterward, after you place your order. So that's a good way to get you some coupons for your next orders. So, but I will let y'all go. She's back there bouncing around, and obviously you can hear, I'm sure you can hear her. She is wide awake now, and I need to get her ready, and we need to head out to my mom's. So I'm going to let y'all go, and I will see you guys again real soon. And until then, be good, guys. Bye for now.